Name and badge number again, please.
I'm Deputy Head with the Washington County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
We don't have badge numbers in Oregon. We have DPS 16.
Can I see your identification?
This is my identification right here. This is my identification, and this is my identification. I need your license, proof of insurance, and registration.
What's the reason for the stop?
Your speed.
What is it?
You were doing 10 over the speed limit.
How did you calculate my speed?
Well, you passed me, and I was doing 42 and a 35.
I didn't pass you.
You sure did. You absolutely passed me. You came up on me, and you went to pass me, and the only reason you didn't, you got next to me, I hit my brakes to get behind you, and then you slammed on your brakes.
And how fast were you driving?
It doesn't matter. Give me your license, insurance, and registration.
How fast were you driving? How fast were you driving?
Please get code 1 cover my location.
How fast were you driving? You personally, how fast were you going?
Sir.
What's the speed limit?
Hold on, please. Sir, if you do not give me your identification...
No, you didn't. I don't understand why I'm being stopped.
I already told you.
How did you calculate my speed? How did you calculate? How did you calculate my speed?
The video begins by exposing a troubling case of police corruption, where a female officer is caught violating the law and retaliates by falsely charging the civilian who recorded her. The narrator reminds viewers to support the channel by liking and commenting to spread awareness about citizens' rights and ongoing police misconduct. As the stop begins, the driver asks for the officer's name and badge number, and she immediately demands his license and registration, claiming he was speeding without offering any verifiable measurement. This sets the stage for an escalating confrontation over accountability.
I already told you. I already answered your
You weren't
question.
pacing me.
I absolutely was.
When were you pacing me?
Did you not catch up to me?
I was driving legal speed.
No, you were not.
In my own lane.
No, you were not.
You in the right lane, you in the left lane, and then for some apparent reason you slammed on your brakes, and I did too, because to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
And you were hauling ass.
Oh, I was?
Yeah.
Then how come you caught up to me?
Excuse me, you slammed on the brakes.
Oh, but no, you caught up to me, and then I hit my brakes to get behind you.
So if I caught up to you, how fast was I driving?
At least 45.
How did you calculate it?
I don't have to give you an exact answer.
At least 45 is not an answer.
I have to give you a range.
Why don't you tell me,
Sir,
is this a lawful stop?
Yes, it absolutely is. License and get out of the vehicle.
Okay.
You're being detained.
For what?
The situation intensifies as the officer alleges the driver was traveling over 10 miles above the limit. When he questions how she measured his speed, she claims he passed her and insists she knew he was speeding. The driver challenges her, explaining she braked suddenly for no reason, causing him to brake as well. Despite his attempts to clarify, the officer becomes defensive, offering inconsistent explanations and refusing to acknowledge her own speeding. As the tension rises, the driver repeatedly asks how she determined his speed, but she avoids answering with any legitimate or verifiable method.
What am I being detained for? I don't think so.
Hands behind your back.
I don't think so, ma'am.
Code 3 cover. Code 3 cover.
Get your supervisor.
Get your hands behind your back.
Do you want my
hands
license?
behind your back now.
No.
Please, hands behind your back.
No.
Hands, please.
I'm not resisting.
Yes, you are.
What are you doing?
I am told you you're being detained.
For what?
Put your
I'm
hands,
not even legally stopped.
Yes, you absolutely are. Put your hands behind your back, please.
Tell me what I'm being stopped for.
Because, sir, you're speeding. This was
You
a very
cannot even
simple
tell me
stop.
how fast I was driving.
Does it, sir?
Does it matter? Yes, it does matter.
Sir, you were doing at least 10 over.
You have no idea what I was doing.
The statute is...
At least 40, you have no idea how fast I was driving.
No, you were not doing at least 40, you were doing at least 45.
How fast were you driving? First of all, you broke the law yourself. No,
Sir?
you can't take my phone. This is my right to.
Sir.
You want my ID?
Yes, I do, but not right now. You're being detained.
For
Put
what?
your hands behind your back.
No, I need your supervisor because you're assaulting me right now.
I'm not assaulting
I have
you.
I've been
Sir?
legally operating a motor vehicle.
Sir?
You actually broke several traffic rules. Yeah, you did.
The driver calmly requests clarification, but the officer becomes increasingly hostile. She insists the stop is lawful, yet cannot articulate how she paced his vehicle. When he explains that her sudden braking caused the confusion, she dismisses it and orders him to provide identification. The driver refuses until a lawful reason is given, causing the officer to escalate, demanding he exit the vehicle. Within seconds, she orders him to put his hands behind his back, claiming he is resisting, even though the driver remains composed and compliant, repeatedly asking what crime he is being detained for.
Okay.
Then you decided to retaliate against me because I noticed you doing something unlawful. Why did you brake in the middle of a street for no apparent reason? And you caused me to brake, and then all of a sudden now I'm being detained because I'm defending my rights.
Behind your back.
No, get your supervisor.
Sir, I've got people coming right now.
Great.
You're making this really hard on yourself.
No, I'm not.
Put your hands
I'm
behind your
defending
back.
my rights. Is that your supervisor? Get your supervisor because this is
Put your
crazy.
hands, my supervisor's right there. Put
Excellent.
Your
I
hands
want to
behind
talk to your supervisor.
Put your hands behind your back.
I want to talk to your
You're
supervisor.
being detained.
Great. I'll give you my ID, but you can't arrest me for no reason.
Absolutely. No, I'm arresting you for not identifying yourself.
All right, let's go.
It does not resist.
Yes, you are.
Hands behind your back.
Thank you. You got him?
Yep.
Is this your supervisor?
Yep, sure is.
I cannot understand what I'm being detained for, as I observed your deputy. I observed your deputy slam on the brake, so I did too. Then she accused me of traffic violations.
The officer continues to claim the driver was speeding at least 45, though she cannot explain how she calculated that number. When he points out she violated multiple traffic laws herself, she ignores his questions and forces the situation toward arrest. The driver requests a supervisor, insisting his rights are being violated. Instead of de-escalating, she seizes his phone and continues the arrest. Backup arrives as the driver calmly explains he has been operating legally and is being detained simply because he questioned the officer's unlawful behavior.
Hey,
And I requested-
hey, real quick, you're in handcuffs. You gotta read your Miranda rights, okay?
Okay? And then you took my phone away from me. That's a violation of my Fourth
You have the
Amendment
right to
rights.
remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer to have him reprise up with you while you are being questioned. If you can't afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before custody if you wish. Do you understand each of these rights as I explained them to you?
I'll remain silent. My Fifth Amendment rights.
All right, you can stop my
Please
phone.
explain to me what I'm being
We'll
stopped
go back
for.
this way.
Can somebody explain to me what I'm being arrested for?
Please,
sir?
this
You're the
deputy will hear in just a second.
Absolutely. So you have been arrested for because you failed to present me with your required documents that I asked you several times for.
Ma'am, you haven't even told me why I'm being legally stopped.
Absolutely, I have. And
And you haven't even given me the opportunity when I asked you a question, why am I being detained? Okay, because you haven't detained me.
Okay.
You could not answer. You just simply demanded my ID.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
illegal. Yeah. And you
A supervisor finally arrives, but instead of addressing the misconduct, he immediately reads Miranda rights. The driver presses for an explanation. Why is he being arrested? The officer falsely claims he refused to provide ID, despite earlier telling him she didn't want it yet. She ignores his repeated attempts to comply and insists she asked several times, twisting the narrative to justify her actions. The driver points out she never answered his lawful questions about the reason for the stop, but the officers refuse to acknowledge their procedural failures and continue with the arrest process.
don't
Or
give
I
me your
could even
ID,
do
sir.
that.
Sir, you're not
And
listening.
then when I asked you, do you want my ID? And you said, no, I don't want it now.
Because, sir, I asked you several times for your license, proof of insurance, and your ID. You failed to present those documents several times.
Yes.
I asked you out of the vehicle. You
I
got out of the
haven't- I have
vehicle.
because
I
I
asked you to
haven't
put your
had the
hands behind
chance.
your back.
I haven't had the
You
chance.
asked, so we have been here for minutes. You've had several opportunities. I'm done having this conversation. You're going to jail. You buckled him in.
Yeah. Sorry, he is on your side though.
That's okay. So depending on how busy the jail is, sometimes it may work because then I don't have to make sure there's no other cars on either side. They're not very big cars.
The officer continues claiming she gave the driver several opportunities, even though the video shows she escalated instantly. She insists he is going to jail and ends the conversation. As deputies secure him in the vehicle, a separate conversation reveals their uncertainty about how to justify force or charges. They discuss whether the encounter counts as resisting, acknowledging he did not fight or threaten them. Another deputy suggests giving citations and releasing him, knowing the district attorney would likely reject resisting charges. Their own conversation exposes how weak and unlawful the arrest truly is.
And I don't want to have to make that decision.
It looks like it
I'm
hurt.
glad this wasn't a foot chase or anything.
Use of force question for you. When I get up, she's got him in the door. I grab his other arm. I pull arm behind his back and hold him there. Press him up against the car. Is that use of force?
Not in my book.
Okay.
They're gonna charge me with resist.
The deputies continue debating whether the arrest is even worth pursuing, admitting the situation could require a use of force report due to the way they handled him. One officer notes the driver would argue all the way to jail, revealing their goal is convenience rather than justice. The situation highlights how easily officers can abuse authority, stretching minor interactions into arrests based on ego, retaliatory motives, and lack of accountability. The driver remains confused, hurt, and still without a clear explanation for why he was placed in handcuffs to begin with.
I don't even like seeing people to jail. Like, this is the stupidest thing ever.
If he resisted enough that you're gonna charge him, then that means your guys is grabbing him and the way you got him into handcuffs was enough to probably write a use of force report. But if you don't think this was a resist, which the DA's office will never charge because you didn't fight,
No,
you
he
just,
didn't
yeah.
fight. It was like passive resistance.
and your other option is to give him a bunch of tickets, cancel the tow, and get out of here.
No, he's going to jail.
Okay then. He's gonna argue with you all the way to jail.
That's fine. We can argue about everything else.
I'll have fun with that.
The documentary closes with a strong message. Incidents like this demonstrate the struggle to find officers who uphold the law rather than abuse it. The narrator reminds viewers that police are not your friends. They prioritize authority, not rights, and qualified immunity often shields them from consequences. Citizens must remain vigilant, informed, and ready to record encounters to protect themselves from misconduct. To keep spreading awareness, viewers are encouraged to like, comment, and subscribe. The final reminder is essential. Always record the police, because the camera is often the only defense against unjustified corruption.